I'm Josh Wright, and this is Gardening the Right Way. So you have that nice looking Easter lily on your table, but it's starting to wither a little bit. What should you do with it when it starts looking not so nice? You don't want to just throw it out like the poinsettias that didn't really survive the winter. In 1777, a Swedish naturalist named Carl Thunberg discovered an Asiatic lily in Japan that became what we now call the Easter lily. Eventually, the English started cultivating these lilies in Bermuda. In the 1880s, Mrs. Thomas P. Sargent of Philadelphia, who was a florist, took a trip to Bermuda and was mesmerized by how the flowers seemed to bow their heads in respect. She brought some of the Easter lily bulbs back and had a local nurseryman force them in their greenhouses for the Easter holidays. To this day, Pennsylvania remains one of the top 3 producers of Easter lilies in the U.S. Easter lilies are just white versions of the Asiatic lily and look like this if you buy them online or in a store. Of course, I'll include some links down below so you can get your own, but let's continue. Commercially grown Easter lilies have been bred over time to have nice thick foliage and super straight stems and lovely fragrances. The bulb structures of Asiatic lilies, like these plants, are clusters of leaves tightly bound together to store energy between seasons. Until they sprout out, the division between roots and stems is infinitely thin. Here we have all the parts of an Asiatic lily. There's the roots, this little thin sliver of stem, and then the leaves. In this case, the leaves are the bulb structure, and the energy is stored in modified leaves that are wrapped tightly together. So what do you do with your Easter lily after all the flowers have dropped? Asiatic lilies grow almost anywhere, but they like a sunny spot with well-drained soil the most. After the flowers have dropped, bring your Easter lily outside and plant them in your garden. The top of the soil in the pot should be about 6 inches below the surface of the outdoor soil. Fertilize your lily with a handful of bulb food, even if you think it's too late. Eventually, the leaves will yellow and drop. Next year, in June or July, your lily will bloom again, outdoors in your garden. I'll be doing other videos on plant parts, insect control, and other ways to reuse gift plants in your garden. Be sure to click the subscribe button below and check out my other videos. Thank you for watching, and this has been another episode of Gardening the Right Way.